At 84, Sir Cliff Richard remains a rare figure in entertainment, not for clinging to past glories, but for continuing to embody vitality, relevance, and grace. Those who remember the fresh-faced singer from the late 1950s may find it almost disorienting to see him today. Time has treated him with remarkable kindness. His posture is upright, movements confident, and expression alert. He does not linger in the shadow of former fame. Instead, he presents the unmistakable presence of a man fully engaged with life, still curious, still purposeful, and unmistakably himself, offering a model for how to age with dignity. The boy who changed British pop. Before knighthoods and lifetime honors, Cliff Richard was a young performer with a guitar, a voice, and an instinct for melody that reshaped British popular music. Hits like Move It and Living Doll were more than chart successes. They represented a cultural shift. Britain had found a pop idol who could rival the emerging American rock and roll voices while remaining uniquely homegrown. His appeal extended beyond music. There was an innocence and sincerity that resonated with youth and stirred curiosity among older generations. Cliff offered something fresh, energetic, and hopeful, capturing hearts without rebellion for its own sake. Fame without losing the center. Success often challenges artists to maintain their sense of self, yet Cliff Richard faced it with discipline rather than indulgence. While others might chase excess, he carefully managed fame, respecting routines, craft, and personal values. This grounding not only preserved his artistic integrity, but also shaped the way he aged emotionally and physically. Fame became something he controlled, not something that controlled him. By consistently choosing balance over spectacle, he set the stage for longevity. His approach demonstrates that sustaining relevance requires more than talent. It demands self-awareness, restraint, and the quiet determination to remain true to oneself. A career built on adaptation. Perhaps the most impressive aspect of Cliff Richard's career is his ability to evolve without losing his identity. Across decades of shifting musical trends and changing audiences, he embraced new sounds, collaborated with different producers, and adjusted his public persona with care. Adaptation for him was never about chasing relevance. It was about authenticity in the present. This balance allowed him to remain a respected figure across generations, not as a novelty, but as a continually relevant artist. Reinvention became a tool for honesty, not erasure, showing that sustained success relies on flexibility and thoughtful engagement rather than following trends blindly. Aging in the public eye. Aging is complex for anyone, but aging under constant public scrutiny adds another layer. Cliff Richard meets this challenge with composure, never pretending to be younger than he is. His appearance reflects consistency, confidence, and self-respect. Every photograph and public appearance becomes a reference point, yet he does not try to outrun time. Instead, he presents himself gracefully, understanding that dignity in later life comes from habits cultivated over decades. His presence demonstrates that aging in the public eye does not have to be about illusion or denial. It can instead be about maintaining authenticity, health, and poise. Health as a long conversation. Cliff Richard treats health not as a short-term goal, but as a lifelong dialogue with his body. He avoids extremes, favors moderation, and listens carefully to changing needs. Regular movement, mindful eating, and rest are not obligations. They are acts of self-respect. There is no dramatic promise or secret formula, only consistent attention and small, steady choices that compound over time. This approach reflects a philosophy of patience and care. His sustained vitality stems less from any single habit and more from a holistic perspective on health, where consistency and attentiveness matter far more than quick fixes or extreme regimens. Faith as an anchor. Beyond physical discipline, Cliff Richard's faith has been a guiding anchor throughout his life. His spirituality is deeply personal, integrated into daily life, and neither performative nor imposed. Faith provides perspective, reminding him that identity extends beyond applause and achievement. It offers resilience during challenges and humility during triumphs. For Cliff, spirituality is a compass, helping him navigate the pressures of fame while remaining grounded. This inner steadiness translates into his public presence, contributing to the calm confidence and purpose he exudes. Faith has been a quiet yet powerful force, shaping both his character and career. Style as self-respect. Cliff Richard's approach to style mirrors his overall philosophy. It reflects self-respect rather than trend chasing. His wardrobe favors clean lines, timeless pieces, and well-fitted clothing that communicate confidence and authenticity. Style, for him, is a reflection of comfort with oneself, not an attempt to appear youthful. This consistency reinforces the idea that presentation in later life can be empowering rather than performative. By dressing with intention, he signals the importance of respecting oneself at every stage. His presence shows that style is less about following trends and more about conveying dignity, personal values, and self-assurance. The power of saying no. A crucial but often overlooked factor in Cliff Richard's longevity is his ability to decline. Saying no to excess, to burnout, to opportunities that clash with his values has protected his energy, health, and enthusiasm. This selectivity allows him to focus on projects and moments that align with his purpose. In a culture that prizes constant output, restraint becomes a rare and valuable skill. By choosing where to invest his energy, Cliff preserves the joy that first drew him to music. His example illustrates that sustainable success often comes not from doing everything, but from prioritizing the right things. A life lived deliberately. Every aspect of Cliff Richard's life today reflects deliberate choice rather than reaction. His routines, relationships, and career decisions have been guided by intention. He does not seek validation or scramble to prove relevance. He trusts the foundation he has built and allows his presence to speak. This calm assurance defines him more than any chart-topping hit or public accolade. Living deliberately has given him a unique kind of freedom. Freedom from anxiety over public opinion, freedom to focus on meaningful work, and freedom to age on his own terms. Purpose, he demonstrates, does not diminish with time. Inspiration, without preaching. What makes Cliff Richard genuinely inspiring is that he does not frame his life as a lesson. He does not offer prescriptive advice about aging, success, or faith. He simply demonstrates a life lived with care, discipline, and integrity. Observers are free to draw their own conclusions, finding lessons in authenticity rather than instruction. This form of inspiration feels natural and unforced, emerging from observation of a life fully inhabited. Cliff's example encourages reflection without judgment, inviting people of all ages to consider the value of consistency, self-respect, and intentionality in shaping a meaningful, enduring life. Still standing, still moving forward. Even at 84, Cliff Richard remains active and engaged. He continues to explore creativity, maintain connections, and contribute in ways that feel natural to him. His energy, curiosity, and purpose have not waned. They have simply taken new forms. He demonstrates that growth and relevance do not have age limits. They evolve. Through music, conversation, and quiet presence, he continues to engage meaningfully with the world. His life provides a powerful reminder that purpose and vitality are not bound to youth, but are cultivated through consistent care, thoughtful choices, and a willingness to remain open to experience. a star that has learned to glow differently. Cliff Richard's brilliance has not dimmed, it has deepened. Where once his presence dazzled, it now steadies. Where it thrilled, it now reassures. Observing him today is striking not because he looks youthful, but because he appears whole. In a culture obsessed with youth, he embodies a quieter, richer value. Proof that aging, when approached with care, discipline, and integrity, can be a stage of quiet radiance. Cliff Richard stands as a testament to the idea that a life fully lived, cultivated with intention and authenticity, can shine brightly in any era, offering inspiration that transcends generations. Conclusion. Timeless presence. Sir Cliff Richard at 84 embodies the extraordinary balance of vitality, wisdom, and authenticity. His life reflects discipline, faith, intentionality, and joy in the simple acts of care, both for self and others. He demonstrates that relevance is not about chasing trends, but about remaining true to oneself while embracing change thoughtfully. In observing him, we see a model for aging gracefully, maintaining purpose, and living deliberately. Cliff Richard reminds us that true brilliance evolves over time, and that a life lived with intention can leave a legacy far more luminous than fleeting fame.